Wagwan people, welcome to the second installment of I'm a Gamer, second level. Let's do this like Brutus. Right, so it's my first enemy of the real start of the game. Now I mean the clip before, it's the first level, but I don't really class it as the first level, but technically it is the first level. It's more of an introduction to the game. So let's do this. So as you can see, just smashing up some things, see what I can find, pick up some gold, some items, constantly blocking, still checking my area to see if there's any enemies that are going to sneak up on, man. Let's get this cracking, man. Right, so we've got one guard there holding the torch. Let's get his attention just in case anyone's in that yard. Take man out. Right, man, chop off his armory boy and Jack, man. No long thing. I'm coming like the man them on the road thing, get me? Just bore him man up and rob him man for his change. Anyway, back to the game. Let's see if there's anyone in that crib. Nope. No one in the yard. Got my man here. I don't even know. Looks like he's searching a body or something. Get his attention now. Right. So you can tell what sort of stance your opponent is in by how they're holding their weapon. So if they got it down low, low stance, got it towards like their chest, well, towards like their stomach area, that's mid stance, and it's like if it's high up in the air, like near their shoulder, that's high stance. Difference is low stances makes you more quick and more agile. However, you don't produce as much damage. Medium speaks for itself, and high stance basically you give more damage, but you're a lot slower, and you use more ki. So I believe I spoke about ki in the last video, so I'm not even going to go back into that again, but you know what, actually I will, just for those that have missed it. So ki is basically your green bar underneath your life there, and with every action you use some sort of stamina, but on here they call it ki. And as you can see, your opponents also have a ki bar as well, so they can run out of stamina. So I like to, you know, when I'm fighting my opponent, bring their stamina down and go in for that final kill instead of just going in all gun-ho. Now I mean, let's see what's up here. Graphics on this game are dirty, love it. One of my favourite games to drop on the PS4. And I'm going to keep saying this, it's exclusive. Xbox players, you ain't got this, fam. You ain't got this. So unless you're going to cop a PS4 to get this game, don't watch the video. Nah, I'm only joking. Watch my video now. I'm a gamer. Scorsese, that's me. You're done now. Let's see what I just picked up. If I got any new weapons. What's that? That's the Adachi. You know what? Nah. Let's change it back to the sword. Right, some of the weapons that I've got on it. If you haven't bought the DLC, you won't have the Adachi or the Tonfa. Like those are extra weapons that you get as you play out through the game. Well, when you buy the DLC and then you play well, you don't even need to play through the game, but when you get the DLC, those games are available. Sorry, those weapons are available. Right, you know what? Let's see if I can sneak up all the way around my man, even though he looked like he was looking at man earlier. And I can sneak up all the way around him and take him out from behind. And when you are attacking enemies from behind, you cause more damage. You've got two attack buttons, which are square and triangle. So you can mix up your range of motions, and as you go through the game as well, you unlock more moves. But we'll talk about that as I'm playing through the game. Right, let's see this dude just chilling in our yard, you know, waiting to come out to attack man when I walk past. Allow it. How can he not see me? You know, let's lick off man's head. And there's another guard up there. God knows how he doesn't hear me making up all that noise. That's the only thing I don't like about this game, is that you can make up quite a bit of noise and enemies don't detect you. Let's lick off man's head as well. Jackman's items, what's he got for me? Pirate armor. And my man dropped some money. Let's rob this dude as well. Oh snap! I'll bust open the case, yes? The stamp on that. Give me my money, give me my loot. I mean, one of the things I love about this game as well is that there's always items dropping, there's always weapons, always armor, there's always something you're going to be getting throughout the whole of the game. And I mean, I do think that's a little bit too much, but I guess more is better than none at all. I'd also recommend, as you're playing through the game, to see what sort of weapons you like, mix up the weapons, and as I'm playing through different stages, you will see me using different weapons. So, oh yep, let's bring my man down there actually, because there might be someone at the top there for when I need to venture up there later. Just separate, man, bring this dude down there. So as you can see, he looked like, I think he was rolling in a low stance. Now we switched to a high stance. So I know he's going to be slower, but he's going to cause more damage when he strikes, man. And one strike can eat out half your life. So we switched back to low stance, and now I'm going to kill him. Take man's soul. Has he got any liquor for me? Yes, rude boy, man. Take my elixir and back that when I need it, yes? I'll take it right now. Right now, oh, my man rolling with his little axe. Gonna run over to me. One of the things as well that's important on this game is the key pulse, which at the minute I keep forgetting to key pulse, but gradually as I'm playing throughout the game and the videos to come, I'll get my key pulsing back on point. Now, key pulsing is basically when you're using stamina. If you hit the R1 trigger in time, you know what I mean, you replenish all your stamina, and that's obviously going to allow you to do longer combos, so you can cause more damage to your enemies, opponents, whatever you want to call them. Let's run down there to see if there's anything down there. Nothing down here, but let's go and see where that guy came from actually, because he came up from the top here. Right, so you might be wondering what that was. That's called a reverent. So basically that's enemies that have died previously on the game, and when you revive their dead souls, their dead bodies, basically they drop certain items, and they are stronger characters than the normal characters that you fight against. So when you're connected online, say for example I die at Pacific Place, it might show my game in your game and you'd have to fight my character. I can't actually get an arrow off here, but let's see if I can climb up here. That looks like a negative, so man, we'll go back around that at a later stage. Keep it moving to the other side. Obviously man came around there, but I didn't really venture around there too tough. I can see a guy out there with an arrow, and there's another guy there down in the bush. Alright. Man's gonna lick off his head top, because if I don't kill him, he will see me, and the guy with the spear in his hand will see me. So I'll have to fight the guy in the spear and have an arrow sent at me. So it makes sense for me to kill the guy at the top without disturbing the guy at the bottom, and now fight the guy at the bottom on a one-on-one. But just in case there's anyone else around there, just bring him out to me by licking him with the arrow. High stance. Oof. See? You saw that? Took up bare my life. Weren't paying attention, I should have been blocking. He's got a range on, man, so I need to be more careful. And it's not every time you're going to be able to separate opponents. Sometimes they'll be standing right together or sitting right together. When you're fighting opponents that are grouped together, that's why I like to use the dual swords. The dual swords are best to fight when you're fighting against a group. That's when I think they come in real handy. But predominantly, I do like to use the sword and the tonfa. Those are my favourite weapons. Oh snap! Oh, I forgot about the ball and chain. Aye, the ball and chain on this game is dope. It is dope. For any man that played Ninja Gaiden 2 or Ninja Gaiden 3, aye, the ball and chain on this game is peak, fam. I get my man's attention, bop down there, and hopefully it'll follow me. But he's not going to. Right, the reason why he ain't following, man, is because he's got an arrow. He's got a bow and arrow. So he knows he don't need to... Oh, right, I can lick man from there. He knows he don't need to follow me to actually still be able to inflict damage. So I'm trying to lick him in his head with an arrow and return the favour. Lick off man's head. Watch it. Watch it. See it spin off in the air? Right, I think that guy is by himself, but I'm still going to be careful as I'm going through this area. You never know who's lurking. Nope, no one there. So it looks like it's just going to be me and him. See, I went to key post there, but I key posted way too late. Anyway. And also, don't forget to check when they're dropping money or gold, to make sure that you collect all of it, because it is easy to forget. There's been, well, not to forget, but it's easy to miss bits of gold that they've dropped. I've done that quite a few times where I've gone back through an area and realised that there's gold that I haven't picked up. Money on this game is very important. Also, your Amrita is very, very important. I can't stress enough, because if you die, you'll lose all your items, and your guardian spirit will sit down by your items and protect it. But if you die again, you then lose all of it. And if you've got a lot of Amrita, and Amrita is basically used to build up your character and make him stronger, if you lose all that, you're going to be screwing. So try not to die. And if you do die, try not to die at a second round time, at least until you get back to your guardian spirit. Now these dudes, they generally crawl along the floor, so when I'm fighting them I like to use low stance. They do stand up, so you can use mid stance, but when they're crawling along the floor, use low stance, because low stance starts, when you're swinging a sword, it starts low and it finishes high. Don't get me wrong, you can still use mid stance like I am using now, but low stance is better. As you can see, I'll switch to it now. You see what I'm saying? It comes from the bottom to the top, and it changes effortlessly. You just saw how easy that was. Didn't break my stance, nothing. You know what? Let me see what's around on the other side actually, just in case anything's been dropped over there. And the answer looks like a no. There is nothing here. Alright, cool. Well, there might have been something there and I probably picked it up when I played through it earlier and lost my guardian spirit. I don't even know where the guardian spirit is, but I'm going to make sure man is not dying until I reclaim my guardian spirit. So you see earlier, just now, when you saw like that light come around me, that's when you need to do your key pulse, and you get a full, well, you collect back as much as you possibly can through key pulsing at the right time. So there is a time frame of when you need to key pulse properly. And see, I'm back around to where I started from, and actually see what I was saying about earlier. Missing gold. Good thing I came back round. Alright, so I know this area is clear, so let me just run back through and go back to where I was and see what's on the right hand side of where I was earlier. And guys, don't hesitate to leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll be releasing videos every 4 days, so there'll be 4 days of solid videos, then there'll be a break and another 4 days of solid videos. So like I said, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what you think. So there's a shrine, so that's one of my safe spots. If you're wondering what those little green things are on top, they're called kodamas, which I'll talk about later into the game. Right, still blocking. Oh, good thing I was blocking. See, gave me a little warning that there was someone there because of the music. So pay attention to your surroundings and little noises, because it can sometimes let you know when there is an enemy close by. There's an item there for me to pick up. Let me grab that. Some long sprint to get back to where I was. Right, so I just see a guy just bop off. I wonder if there's anything else, anyone else around me. A tap man. I see his torch there in the corner. You know, I'm not gonna jump off actually. I'm not gonna jump down there and fight him. I'm just gonna kill him with my arrow. I'm not gonna lick him while he's walking, because that will just alert him that I'm here and it won't kill him. So I'm gonna wait until he's stationary and then lick him with the arrow. Actually, if he walks underneath the bridge, if I can jump down, then I'll jump down and stab him in his head. Nah, okay, so it doesn't make sense for me to go down there now. I'll just wait until he stops, line him up with the arrow, and then take him out. There we go, head top. Man's head just explodes. Bare blood and gore in this game. There's no one else around either, because I think they would have reacted to that. But you never know actually, somebody could be around the corner sleeping, so before I go running out there like a madman, I'm going to make sure there's no one else there. Don't like surprise attacks. Doesn't look like there's anyone else there. Nope. Anyone in the corner? Nope. All good? Okay, so there's one guy there. And another one there, okay. So this looks like the area where I was earlier, where I killed that guy that had his back to me. Let's see if I can lick him. Nope, he moved too quick. Okay guys, so that area there, when you're playing through it for your first game through, there'd be a door there, but because I've already played it, I've already unlocked the door. So that's why that's open for me now. Hoping the arrow would have killed him, because I thought I missed his hat. Well, his helmet, but I guess not. No one's clocked that he's died. So I've got this guy to fight. All on his lonesome. Right, and pay attention to what weapon they're using as well, so you can figure out your distances. So I already know that I need to get closer to him than he needs to get to me, because he's got a spear, so he's got a better range. Same with the axes, they produce more damage. The ball and chain is a good range weapon. The tomfers that I like to use, that I'll be using on later on in the game, you got to get very close. So in here would have been a yokai, which is basically like a big cloud, black cloud spinny thing. That would have awoken, and when you kill that, you get the key. But when you're playing through it, kill everybody on the outside first, so you can fight the yokai on a one-on-one outside. Because if you don't do that, and you got all these enemies outside, they will join the fight, and you definitely will die. One of the things I'd say on here as well, I hear a lot of people, you know, saying what builds they use, what builds they think is the best build. You know what, my opinion, just do what you want. You know what I mean? Experiment with what sort of build you want to make. I personally like to do an all-rounder, so I can have a bit of fun with all the weapons. But just do whatever build you want to build, man. Make your character your own. Makes it more enjoyable that way. No stamina. Death. You know what? That little hut, I'll run up in there later and see what's in there. I wonder if there's anything in that little corner. Don't think there is. No, there's not now. So I was going rack up my man. I think he's got axe in his hand. Right, he's gonna swing and use bare stamina. He just leaves him open. Should have attacked him, but why not? Why not? Could back up, you know what I mean? And there's the guy that I killed earlier. He dropped some Dunza for man. If you don't know what Dunza is money. Dunza is gold. Dunza is treasure. Dollar bills, yo. Get my pound coin game up. I don't think there's anything down there, but I'm going to investigate anyway. Nope, just a reverend. Right, let's see what's in here. Oh, so there's an enemy in here. Okay, and he's on the floor and he's got his back to me. You know what, let's switch up into high stance. Right, so you just saw the amount. If you're looking at my keybar, took him out with three strikes, but it pretty much ate all of my key. So you know, be careful with not be careful. Just choose wisely of when you're changing through different stances. And guys, that is the second level, part 1 complete. Got my shrine down there at the bottom. You know what? Is there any enemies I can lick with the arrow? Nope. Let me run down there. Actually, no. Let me guard up. Actually, nah, no one's there. Nah, I'm cool. Let me just run down there. Yeah. So that is. I'm a gamer. Nioh. All good. Peace to you. Laters.